I don't know about you, but I want really, really long hair. And if you've been following along my Rooted Growth 6 months hair growth series, you would know that I'm sharing everything that has to do with my fine, low porosity type 4 hair because the goal is to grow waist length hair by the end of the year. And today I have a great one for you. My voice is back. Yay! And wait, don't let me get too excited because I'm feeling like I'm gonna cough. Let's hope I don't. But yeah, I have an exciting video for you today because I did a lot. I made my Ayurvedic DIY mask, my hair mask that I absolutely love. It's time for me to do a new one. The last time I did one was in May. Actually, no. I did one June 16th. That was the last time I did one. And then it's time for me to do a new one. I also made a new batch of my DIY Ayurvedic oil, and I will share it with you as well. But it's time for me to wash my hair and also get it back in tip-top shape for the next wash day. This is what my hair is looking like. I'm super excited. Now let's go start this wash day. Hello beautiful. So for the sake of time, I've sped up this video so we can get to the valuable part of why pre-poo is important for fine, low porosity type 4 hair. This is what the hair is looking like, and today I am using the African Pride Pre-Poo shampoo, homemade coconut oil, and the Basque and Ladder hydrating mist. This combination does three things. It hydrates the hair, conditions the hair, and detangles the strands. I am using only my fingers today, and that's intentional because every wash day I have noticed that my hair feeds me information. And this wash day, I'm choosing to finger detangle to get a feel of how my strands are feeling and also to remove shed hair gently without too much breakage. My process involves spraying the hair with the hydrating mist. Then I follow up with the pre-poo, working that into the strands from ends to roots. I then follow up with the coconut oil, ensuring to work everything into each section, separating and working gently working each product into the hair. We know the benefits of pre-poo for our hair, but if you're not sure, as a fine hair natural, it is especially helpful with moisture retention. We know the more moisturized our hair is, the less breakage we sustain. It's also particularly helpful with knots and shed hair that tangles around healthy hair strands. Pre-poo also allows us to remove the shed hair as well as reduce the knots that are tangling up in our healthy strands. Pre-poo is also great for preventing our natural oils from being stripped while the hair is being cleansed. Now, for me, I appreciate the pre-poo process because my fine hair, I have medium density, and my fine hair soaks up the pre-poo products really well to ensure that I get a good detangling mechanism going on. My hair loves to wrap itself around each other, and pre-pooing allows me to minimize that every wash day. And although my favorite pre-poo product is the flax seeds and fenugreek seeds gel, that I make. I will leave a video so you can see exactly how I make it right up here. That is my favorite pre-poo product to use. However, I ran out of flax seeds. I only had about quarter cup, I should say, of the fenugreek seed. And I wasn't able to make the flaxseed for this particular wash day. However, I have ordered my flax seeds as well as my fenugreek seeds, and for the next wash day I will be better prepared. I usually have the African Pride Pre-Poo shampoo on hand for circumstances like this, just so that when I do need to wash my hair, I have every single thing that I need. Sometimes you might not be able to make the flaxseed gel, and this is a great alternative for not depending on having to make the gel. It's super quick to make the gel, and you don't necessarily need the fenugreek seeds. I just use that because I find that my hair loves that combination. It's very important to detangle your hair if it's in any protective style. It's very important to detangle that hair really well with your fingers or with a detangling tool like a comb or a brush, so that you can get those single net strands out. So I find that using my fingers is super helpful, and I don't use combs and brushes often, but I do use them. So this is my pre-poo process, and I do this every single wash day. If you've been watching my videos, you know my wash day cycle is every 10 to 14 days, and pre-poo is a must in my wash day cycle, because it is important that I go into the next low maintenance protective style, detangled and ready for styling. And pre-pooing helps with that process. If you notice that my hair is soaking up the pre-poo shampoo as well as the oils and the hydrating mist, I like to have some kind of moisturizer, like some form of liquid, where I spray on the hair first, which actually helps with detangling the hair once I take it out of the 2-strand twist. And then I gently separate those twists with my fingers. And then I follow up again, misting that hair. And since I only had about half a bottle of the African Pride Pre-Poo shampoo, by moisturizing the hair first, it allows the pre-poo to go a long way. It allows it to create much more slip on the strands of the hair, and that's what you're seeing here now. And I work my way from the bottom to the roots, because you want to, your fingers are acting as your comb or your detangler, and you always want to detangle from the bottom of your hair to the roots, from the ends to the roots. And that's what you see me doing here as well. So now, once I follow up with the coconut oil helps with breaking down those knots. It helps with breaking down any kind of debris that's within the hair as well. And it also helps with the detangling process, as well as sealing in that moisture that you're getting from the hydrating mist. That's what I have noticed on my hair. And I'm hoping that when you are also doing your hair, you're observing what it is that your hair is telling you during the wash day process, and you can actually get a better understanding of your hair. That's another reason why I also like pre-pooing, because this is your time to get to connect with your hair, see what's working, what is not working, and you're able to really and truly see the bounty of all of the hard work that you've been doing. This is just me showing what's left over in the jar. I put the rest on the middle of my hair, and then I put my hair up in a hair tie, and I put a plastic cap on my hair. But before that, this is what it's looking like from behind. So the entire hair has been pre-pooed and ready for the next process, which is cleansing. I put on a hair tie, not a hair tie, as well as put on a plastic cap, and I leave this on for no less than 30 minutes. This particular day, I left it on for about an hour and a half, and this is the amount of hair that I shed. And that is it. That is my pre-poo process. See you in the cleansing part. Bye.